Speed cameras gone, but new signage delayed. The design flaw that has the nation's capital waiting longer than expected for the province's desired method to calm traffic. Good afternoon. This is CTV News at 5. I'm Stefan Keys. The city is hitting a major snag when it comes to installing new signage from the province meant to replace speed cameras. With indications that the signs are too big to go up right away, Ottawa's proving that one size doesn't fit all municipalities. CTV's Katie Griffin is here to explain. Katie.
Well, Stefan, the province designed these signs to make an impact. They've arrived here in Ottawa, but they're not up yet because they're too big to be mounted on the city's standard posts. That's Ottawa Councillor Tim Tierney lying down on one of the new signs. For context, he's 6 feet tall, so you can see how big the signs are. They could stand up to 12 feet high, but the signs are even bigger here than other municipalities because they must be bilingual. As part of the legislation banning photo radar cameras, the provincial government is requiring cities to install signs in school zones by mid-November, but it's proving to be easier said than done.
It's going to be a Herculean effort to be able to get these installed in any short time frame.
It's a little obnoxious, but if that's what it takes for people to notice it, then let it go. That's fine.
I don't think the signs are going to do anything, even if they're bigger.
The city says it's working with the province on a solution to install the signs as soon as possible. And once the signs do go up, they're only temporary. They'll be replaced again by permanent signs that will have flashing lights. Those will have to be in place by next September. Stefan.
All right, can't wait to see what they give us next. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
The province is pushing ahead with tougher penalties for dangerous and impaired drivers, following through on a promise Premier Doug Ford made to a grieving family. CTV's Tyler Fleming joins us live with more. Tyler.
Yeah, Stefan, today the Premier made the promise come true for the family of Andrew Cristillo. The father of three was killed in a crash in August. The driver who hit him, who was 18 years old, also hit the Premier's SUV in January. After meeting with Cristillo's family in the summer, Ford promised harsher penalties for dangerous drivers. And part of the larger justice reform bill tabled today, the new driving-based laws enact lifetime driving bans for anyone convicted of dangerous driving causing death. Fines will also increase on some offenses like driving with a suspended license, and for careless driving as well.
It does not matter whether it's alcohol or cannabis or prescription drugs or illicit drugs or just not paying attention. When people recklessly endanger others, they will be held accountable.
We've been very determined to make sure that no other family has to go what ours is going through. And we've also been very supported.
Police would also be able to immediately suspend the licenses of drivers for 90 days and impound a vehicle if they suspect dangerous driving. Now, the province is also exploring further crackdowns to make impaired drivers who kill a parent pay child support to the victim's family. Steph.
CTV's Tyler Fleming reporting live for us. Thank you, Tyler. In other news, a groundbreaking ceremony in Ottawa's West End could be looking to break what some say has been this city's tech plateau. Nokia is looking to build a new campus in the Canada North Business Park. The company's executives were joined by the mayor and federal politicians for today's event and is set to solidify Ottawa as one of this country's major tech hubs, especially as Canada looks to get ahead of the curve on artificial intelligence.
The technologies we're building are building higher speed networks, more robust networks to fight against nefarious actors, quantum secure networks, so that networks are built in a secure fashion, so that as quantum computing comes online and bad actors are going to attack networks, that we will be building networks that are secure and safe and trusted by not only the Canadian government, by Canadians.
Nokia says the campus will span nearly 750,000 square feet. The goal is to have it ready for use in 3 or 4 years. Ottawa's largest school board has posted a higher than expected budget deficit for the 2024-2025 school year. It's the 4th straight year the board's budget is in the red. A report shows the Ottawa Carleton District School Board finished the school year with a $5.4 million deficit. That's $1.2 million more than it had projected in December of last year. The OCDSB has been under provincial oversight since June. Supervisor Robert Plamondon is conducting a thorough review of the board's spending. Its operating budget for the year is nearly $1.17 billion. Holiday shopping is in full swing, but a new RBC poll warns Canadians may be more confident than careful when it comes to spotting scams. The survey finds 86% of Canadians believe they can identify a scam, yet 1 in 4 has still fallen victim. Many expect this year to be even worse, with AI-powered scams making fraud harder to detect. The poll also shows nearly 1 in 5 Canadians has accidentally visited a fake shopping website in the past year.
Yeah, I get about three per day now. I get 3 on emails and on texts and phone calls. I get 1 every day on my phone calls.
I'm a little worried what's coming with this AI. I'm getting really worried about that.
10% of people have been a victim of a fraud or a scam, and they never told anybody, not even their friends or family. So there's that shame element to it, which is unfortunate, because as an industry, like, we rely on that reporting to know what is the latest scam that we're dealing with.
Experts say the best protection is to slow down, double-check links and messages, and avoid offers that seem too good to be true. It's a time of year when many families are heading out to choose a Christmas tree to bring home for the holidays. But how much will one cost you this year? At Cedar Hill Christmas Tree Farm, a standard 7 to 8 foot tree will run you between $80 and $110 this year. The farm's owners say costs are up slightly over last year to account for inflation. Emily McParland says she paid $110 for her 8-foot balsam, but says the cost is part of the season for her young family.
It's a memory, it's experience, and it's something we do every week. We make a whole day out of it. We go for lunch after, we play. They have so many things to do. So the price also includes like all the other things you get to do.
If you are looking to go artificial, the owner of Home Hardware in Manotick says you're not alone. They expect their sales to grow with prices between $100 and $400 at that location.
That same carpentry crew will ultimately be able to install 10 times that number of homes using the prefabricated model.
Coming up on CTV News at 5, welcoming the trend of prefabricated homes, what you need to know about the houses that can go up in half the time. And our Jackie Perez is out at Wesley Clover Parks tonight. Jackie.
Thanks so much, Stephen. Yes, we are kicking off the magic of lights, and this is a special year because it's 10 years that this has been here in Ottawa, and a lot of these proceeds going for CHEO. It's a little chillier tonight than it has been the last couple of days, so if you are coming down, the great news is that you're going to be inside and nice and warm in your vehicle. We are tracking a weather system that is moving its way through. The good news is we've got just cloudy skies for this evening. The showers coming through overnight and kicking things off, so you'll want your umbrella first thing in the morning, getting to a daytime high about 7-8 degrees, but the chance of rain or showers will be sticking around for most of the day. We'll have a closer look at your long-term forecast in just a bit, but for now, we'll take it back to you, Stefan.
Thank you, Jackie. Here's what you need to know. The Canadian Museum of History is hosting its annual Christmas market from November 27th to the 30th in its majestic Grand Hall. Enjoy close to 100 exhibitors showcasing their items. Admission is free. Visit the museum's website for all of the details. Taking a live look at traffic right now. It's pretty heavy at the moment. There's some congestion on the 417 in the westbound lanes between Nicholas and Woodruff going out to the west end. About a 20-minute delay there. Eastbound lanes are slow moving from Maitland to Searville. Just a slight under 10-minute delay on that stretch of the Queensway. You're watching CTV News at 5.
'Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed.
CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski.
The Bell Media building is lit up bigger and brighter this year thanks to our friends at Christmas Decor from Nutrilon. A newly released report by the Coaches Association of Ontario is taking a closer look at the extent of hazing in Ontario sports, particularly amongst kids and young adults. The findings are based on the experiences of athletes and parents across the province. Today's radio question of the day is asking, is enough being done to educate teams and coaches about hazing prevention, or even what the definition is?
I ask teams to question why is it that you're doing that, or reinforcing a hierarchy, right, where certain players get to sit or to be, or certain tasks that they have to do. You know, like, how does that connect to what you do as a team, and how we're socializing people to be human beings?
Christy Cameron is here, and we've even had a discussion amongst ourselves around the definition and maybe misinterpreting what hazing is, thinking it's synonymous with initiation.
Totally. And I would say my answer to our question of the day is no, there definitely isn't enough education, because even within this study, and I spoke to one of the authors who worked on the report, there is no consensus between coaches and players and parents. There's sort of a lack of understanding on what actually constitutes hazing. And what I would say personally is, you know, there's a difference between team building, which is about creating camaraderie and building people up and initiating them onto the team. You're part of something bigger now. We're going to play on the same field as the person beside you on a soccer team, versus degradation, hazing, which is really, in most cases, a fancy way of saying bullying.
Right.
Cutting people down. There's a power dynamic there. And we had a lot of stories. We had people actually calling in today. I had one gentleman, Andrew, who called in live, and he said, I went through this, but I don't think that generations now should have to. And he said he kind of convinced himself that it made him a better player, that it was okay, that it built character. But now, in hindsight, in the rear view, he realizes, you know what, that's not okay.
Right.
Times have changed.
Definitely. And this is a bigger conversation, even nationally, as we look into hockey culture, any team sport, or even on campuses with fraternities or sororities.
Oh, good point. Or even in workplaces. Somebody said they have kind of an initiation ritual in their office. When newer people come in, they put them through the different, And I mean, like, that's a different conversation, but a concerning one as well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Christy. You can join the conversation and leave a comment through the Talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. You can listen live to Christy Cameron on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 2 to 6. A potential solution to Canada's housing crisis may have been built right here in Ottawa. Local company EcoBuilt is the maker of energy-efficient prefabricated homes. The company unveiled its latest model at a showing in Dunrobin today. The bungalow-style home is put together from 30 to 50 pieces pre-made in a warehouse. It takes just days to put the walls and roof together. EcoBuilt says with their model, it could rapidly speed up the home construction process.
A typical construction crew, carpentry crew, would be used to building approximately 6 houses a year, and that same carpentry crew will ultimately be able to install 10 times that number of homes using the prefabricated model.
EcoBuilt says the cost of building in this style is about 10% more expensive than that of a conventional home build, but the company says homeowners will see that money recouped quickly due to the high efficiency nature of the home. Coming up on CTV News at 5, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is bringing a fan-favorite holiday show to the capital, all while helping to build Toy Mountain. Here's what else you need to know. Canadian singer-songwriter Jill Barber is bringing her holiday show, Holly Jolly Jill Barber Christmas, to the capital. She's taking the stage at the NAC this Friday night, along with her jazz quartet. The show features a mix of beloved Christmas classics and heartfelt originals. Showtime is 7:30. Check out the NAC website for more details. Here's another live check on traffic. Riverside slowing down this hour, and we know that it's just a slight delay, maybe about 7 minutes or so if you're looking to drive out towards Orleans and the East End. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to CTV News at 5, a beautiful look of our building outside. And let's head back outside to Jackie, who is in the West End at Wesley Clover Parks for the 10th anniversary of Magic of Lights. Jackie, time really flies.
Yes, it does. But each and every year, you can see how excited everyone comes out to start their kickoff the holiday season. So we've had a few people coming by enjoying the lights, and we're keen to take a look at the lights as well. If you are down, it is quite chilly out right now. It is 4 degrees, but it feels much colder when you factor in the wind. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass sky cam showcasing Parliament Hill. The sun has since set, but it's perfect to see the lights all nice and bright for this Tuesday evening. Taking a look now, this is the satellite or the weather system that we are tracking. There could likely be rain already moving through Kingston area. It's not likely to hit the Ottawa region until the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning. So overnight lows still above the freezing mark, 4 degrees. Tomorrow we are getting to a daytime high of 8 degrees. So you will need your umbrella to start things off, but you may not need it in the afternoon, but the chance of showers will persist throughout Eastern Ontario throughout our Wednesday. It is going to be windy, though, and gusty with wind gusts up to 40 kilometers per hour. As we look towards our friends in the valley, chance of showers or drizzle also in the forecast, 8 degrees, the daytime high. And when we look towards friends in the Seaways, 12 degrees. So it's much warmer, double digits, 12 degrees, but the chance of showers and drizzle also is in the forecast. Taking a closer look at what we can see while the rain moves through for most of our Wednesday, it is going to transition by the time we get into Thursday, flurries and a chance of freezing rain, especially for Ottawa, and more so rain in Kingston. So it really is going to be a mixed bag of snowy, wintry mix throughout Eastern Ontario as we complete our Thursday, moving into our Friday. So flurries for the end of our week as we wrap up this week. Now, the 5-day forecast, taking a look, 1 degree is the daytime high for our Thursday, so temperatures are going to get much cooler and more seasonal for this time of year. It's Thursday, Friday into Saturday that I'm not a huge fan of. -9 is the overnight lows, so take advantage of these above 0 digits, because by the time we get to the weekend, Stefan, it's going to be very chilly. So I hope you have your snow pants out. I hope you have your thicker coat out, because you're going to need it.
No snow pants, but the long johns are ready to go, Jackie. Thank you. Here's a look at the stories you're checking out right now on CTV News Ottawa.ca. Of course, everything that we've had in the broadcast so far, our digital team has worked hard so you can catch up on our website. But we also want to remind you, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is helping to build Toy Mountain. You can as well. Right at the top of our homepage here, you can click on the Toy Mountain tab. It'll bring you to the webpage and show you ways that you can give. There's a donate button here, but we also list all of the locations where you can drop off unused or unwrapped toys. So please, if you have the ability to give, we'd really appreciate your help building Toy Mountain this season. Coming up on CTV News at 5.
If you look closely here, there's a bit too much shine on this hippo. Plus, why would a very small hippo be on a couch with a ball?
Turning screen time into skill building. Kids in the capital learning everything from coding to robotics and even building their own video games. If you need gas tonight, one of today's cheapest gas prices can be found at the Pioneer Station at 1795 Bantry Street. Regular gas there is listed for 126.9 cents a liter. Stay with us.
Get the latest live local breaking news. Sign up now for our morning and evening CTV News Ottawa newsletter. The best local content from CTV News, Your Morning Ottawa, and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get it all in one place. Sign up now at ctvnewsottawa.ca. The CTV News Ottawa newsletter is brought to you in part by CAA Business.
Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass sky cam. The current temperature, 4 degrees. And here's what we're working on for CTV News at 6.
It's going to be a Herculean effort to be able to get these installed in any short time frame.
Sign snafu. There is a problem with the new larger school zone signs meant to replace speed cameras. They're too big to fit on city poles. We'll have the very latest.
The technologies we're building are building higher speed networks, more robust networks to fight against nefarious actors.
A major moment for Ottawa's tech sector today. Nokia breaks ground on a massive new research campus in Canada, adding future jobs and critical infrastructure to the capital.
10% of people have been a victim of a fraud or a scam.
Are you confident you could successfully spot a scam? A new survey finds most of us are, but overconfidence can leave shoppers vulnerable, especially over the holiday season. Now for the final 5 other stories we're following today, OC Transpo is exploring how artificial intelligence could be used to monitor the transit network. Staff are reviewing ways the technology could help real-time detection for OC Transpo security cameras. AI could flag unusual behaviors caught on CCTV, such as assaults, vandalism, and emergencies, and notify special constables. Staff are set to provide counselors with an update on using AI once the annual safety plan is finalized.
Code Ninjas is a concept that was modeled on martial arts dojo and just the motivation of kids wanting to work their way through a belt system. So we merged that with what kids love, which is video games.
Think you can spot images created by artificial intelligence? Some kids are learning all about what to look out for as part of an after-school program. It teaches children all about AI, robotics, and computer programming. Code Ninjas is like an after-school karate program, but for computer coding, robotics, and AI.
$1 from every ticket sold goes to local charities. So this is very important. This is something that over the years we've been able to get over $20 million to local charities through our touring.
Rock band Trans-Siberian Orchestra is bringing its annual Christmas tour to the Canadian Tire Centre tomorrow, and a portion of ticket sales are going towards a good cause. Band members stopped by our Bell Media building today. This year, $1 of every ticket sold for the Ottawa show will be donated to CTV and Move 100's Toy Mountain campaign.
Stützle in the zone. Thinks twice. Pays it back. Jensen to the flank. A quick shot. They score!
The Ottawa Senators continued their Western road trip with a stop in Hollywood. That goal from Zetterlund tied the game at 1, but a power play goal from LA 3 minutes later would be the decider. The final score was 2-1. The Sens are in Vegas tomorrow night.
Still alive. Now back behind the net. And they score again!
And the Ottawa Charge, coming off a tough 4-0 loss to the New York Sirens in their home opener, will look for their first win of the season tomorrow at TD Place. The team welcoming one of the league's newest teams, the Vancouver Golden Knights. This will be the first meeting between the two clubs. Puck drop is set for 7 o'clock. That is CTV News at 5. Be sure to join us for CTV News at 6. The early edition of National starts now.